Welcome to Snack Size Box Office, a review series where I will be giving a quick fire roundup of some reviews of shows and movies and maybe some games that I felt like don't really have much to really delve on too much in that regards, and for some ones I have on the back burner that I want to give a quick fire review to, and hopefully try and do between 1 to 3 minutes. So what better way to start off these quick fire reviews than with a film that I felt was one of my favorites of last year and was criminally overlooked in terms of box office and audience reception, and that's of course with the love letter to the stunt performing teams of course The Fall Guy, directed by David Lynch and starring Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt, which is of course about a stunt performer from a world famous Rocky actor known as Colt Seavers, who returns to become a stunt performer for a film from his love interest after he disappeared for a year. But suddenly the main lead goes missing and he goes on a journey to try and find him, save the film from falling apart for her directorial debut, and become a real hero's movie star along the way. Now it's a case since I learned a bit more about the original series that is set based on an 80s TV series, and I felt like it kind of fit well that this was being directed by a guy who is known for his action stunts. He basically helped with John Wick, he did it for Deadpool 2, he's done a Bullet Train, he has some other ones coming up as well, and I think honestly he fits the bill really well for this in regards. So I think it was the perfect fit for him to perform this movie. The lead stars Emily Blunt and Ryan Gosling really have some great on-screen chemistry and really work well performance-wise of their action performances, their seriousness, but also their humor. I think honestly they work really well in all three of those regards. It's really kind of appealing on a route for them to basically get back together after the whole thing separated them apart. I think honestly it really worked well. It also helps in case the action set pieces are really entertaining, they're done well enough, they kind of feel tonally well enough to the original series, but also a case of just some other aspects, and I think honestly it's done really well in that regards. If I had to give any issues of some pacing issues, were probably kind of a little bit of hindrance here and there of some regards. It wasn't major, but I know the case of bits here and there. Sometimes they were a bit too fast, sometimes a bit too slow, but you get that with a lot of movies anyway, there guys, there's gonna be some pacing issues. The other instance, I felt like maybe 1 or 2 actors could have appeared a little bit more in it. I'd say case his stunt performer team lead of Winston Duke, or even Artell Johnson as the main lead actor of the film, kind of would have been nice to see a little bit more of. He's good at the end, but I feel like he's kind of underused, but I think it works out well overall in the end. But I think this movie was a solid action, entertaining film that I feel was a pure sleeper hit of last summer, like another action film from the same month, and I felt like it's a true love letter to the men, women, and non-specific gender people who risk their lives for the entertainment of stunt performing. And I think if you haven't seen it already, I would say check it out. Now, score-wise, I'd say somewhere between an 8 and a 9. I think honestly it's an entertaining film, and you can check it out on any sort of streaming app or it's TV broadband provider. But that's really want to know. Let me know what you think of the film down below, and yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Take care.